Turns out it wasn't gingivitis. It's something called gum disease. I think I have it pulled up still. Okay. Maybe. Give me a sec. Watch, I just can't freaking. Okay. Periodontitis. Periodontitis. I think that's what it is. Extremely early stage. The gum is like pulling away from the teeth. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to lose my teeth. So I'm gonna go to the dentist soon. I'm gonna have him take a look at it, fix it up. Hopefully it gets resolved. I wouldn't like to lose my front teeth. Imagine that shit. It'd be like that one guy, Asmongold, freaking dinosaur. Luckily, my YouTube hasn't been flagged as under 18. Luckily. Because I don't want to deal with that. So, yeah. Anyways, I haven't done anything really at all with the comics, with any of the characters or anything. I have all this shit just laying next to each other. I don't know if I showed the camera this girl, this gal, this lady. Her name's Nvidia. She's got her little sword there. It's not little. I have a hard time doing perspective shots. Like if she was pointing the sword at you, I would have a very hard time drawing it. But yeah, you know, I think I already said it in the last video, but she kind of looks like FoUr. Like if you just give her 20 years, she's got the hair color for it. And like the dress looks about the freaking same. She's even got the black tights. If she had the boots, it would be identical. Which is quite annoying. So, anyways, about every mythical creature that you can think of, or mythical being, you know, things that fit into the realm of like kitsunes or sirens, you know, mermaids and all that, or werewolves, vampires, all that stuff, like harpies and giants, fairies. About every other species that fits into those categories is in the storyline. It's in the multiverse of the comics. So it's put together, I think, well. Werewolves, you know, the moon comes out and they transform into a freaking wolf. In the comics, that is true. In the beginning, they started out as that. And then these werewolves had sex with humans. And they created what you see in anime, like dog girls, wolf men, you know, where they're humanoid but born with the ears, and they're born with whiskers, 6 of them, 3 on each side, and at least 1 tail. That's how that will work for werewolves, and it'll work about the same with every other species. Like with sirens, They started out as those scary, like singing things that lure people in to eat them or whatever. And I don't know, one of them had sex with a human, or a few of them had sex with humans, and they created mer people. Sirens that look more humanoid without the ugly scales and scariness. And then kitsunes, they started out as females, only female fox spirits, kitsunes. And just like with the other things, they started out as kitsunes and then had sex with humans and created male kitsunes, half-breed kitsunes that are only born with at least 2 tails or one. A full-blood kitsune is born with more than 2. I meant the max that a half-breed can be born with is 2, and they would have to grow the rest through hard dedication and work. Hard work and dedication. Motivation. So, but they're also born with 6 whiskers, always born with the whiskers. Usually red eyes and the big ears, like Miyabi. But, and then it's the same story with Nikomatas. Exactly the same. They started out as cats that grew a second tail, then were able to transform into humanoid versions of themselves, sentient with magical powers. And they had sex with humans, creating what you know as cat people, like in anime, cat girls, cat boys. It's basically the same with every other animal. Not every, but most animals. Most canine animals. Most feline animals. So, yeah. And most are born with 2 tails. Even the half-breeds, they're born with 2 tails. Most of the time. But the ones way down the line that are more human descent, they're born with just 1 tail. That's why, if I were to say everything is lore accurate and every other anime or whatever to my comics, then that's why they're born with just 1 tail and not 2. So, yeah, man. Vampires, I don't know what to say about them. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't gotten down yet. Most of the basic races that you see in things, like shows, fictional things, they'll be in there. Not all of them. I don't know if I'll ever do anything with like giants or centaurs, but I know I'll do a lot of stuff with the, basic things like kitsunes, Nikomatas, Nico people, cat people, wolf people, angels, demons, fairies, and obviously humans. But yeah, dude. What else? Grace. This is all I have down for her. I'm thinking she'll have like blonde, dirty blonde hair or something. She's got, it's a little hard to see, but here she's wearing knee-high boots, or more like calf boots. They're not exactly knee-high, but they're like connected to the pants she's wearing, which I haven't figured out what to make the pants really look like, or any of the clothes. I've been working on this for days. It's so difficult designing characters, but I want to do this. So, what I was originally going to do, and what I was just taking no time to do, you can see a erased part there, like a belt. To me, it looks a bit too similar to something that Escanor would wear from Seven Deadly Sins. And I'm like, no, damn it, I can't have anything look too, for one, flashy, too mainstream, too, I don't know, modern or ordinary, I guess. That's why all the characters are wearing not really modern things, more like older, ancient beings like demons and angels are more advanced than humans. So Rain, a demon vampire hybrid who shows up in both Fallen into Madness and Souls Divide. She has these guns, these pistols. She's like a Western girl with a hat, boots, and like I said, the pistols. And I was struggling with figuring out how to have her have pistols in the time frame that they're in Souls Divide. But then I was like, maybe I'll make it to where she got them from Purgatory, aka the Demon Realm. And they're more advanced. Angels and demons are extremely advanced. Maybe not extremely, but they're more advanced than most races. So they made guns. They have guns there. And the most sophisticated ones they have are revolvers, you know, like the sheriff stuff from Western movies. So let me see if I can find a picture of her, actually. I believe I have one in this folder here. Get this shit out of the way. I believe I have one in here. If I don't, because all I'm seeing are math papers and shitty drawings of Alana from before, and then Alistor dancing like Dante in DMC5. There we are. I have two versions here. One of them looks more like a, I don't know, body. Alright. So, I don't know, for future reference or whatever, this is what my old characters looked like. They all looked like that, with circular heads, no real muscle definition, really just nothing in them, just straight edges or straight lines, sharp feet, circle heads, and I don't know, a C for a nose, yeah, and little U's, half circles for breasts. So that's her. Let me do that again. I could barely see it. She's saying something about hand over the Akanari, AlieN, something, something, something. But she's pretty cool. She's like 900 years old or something. And then this little of a better picture of her. When I was getting into drawing more realistic characters, more anime style characters, more actual cartoon style, with shaped heads and shaped bodies and arms and legs that make sense. And you can see there's a bit different in the nose. The nose isn't much different, but she's awesome. I still haven't drawn her the way that I want to yet. She'll look identical to this. but I can't even freaking see that. She looked identical to that, but obviously a better drawing. Like, she'll look more sophisticated, like this, with an actual head or actual jawline. You can see her freaking chin, feet, muscles. So, yeah, pretty awesome. She's pale as shit. White, like this girl that my brother's friends with. Freaking white girl. I don't like her all too much. I don't like any of his friends all too much. I may be younger than them, but I find them all immature. Talking about sex all the time and drugs and vaping like it's the best thing ever. Like this girl, one of my brother's friends, talks about how she's so healthy and doing healthy things. Like some of the most absurdly, unbelievably healthy things. Or, no, one of the most unbelievable things that you would never believe to be healthy. But she doesn't quit vaping. Which, yeah, oh, it's an addiction, right? I suppose I wouldn't know. I never vaped, I never smoked tobacco. I'm not a fucking teenage child. Or my sister. But make an effort or something. Chew that gum. Me and my dad are gonna go like clothes shopping later. I might as well stay up. We're gonna leave at like 11. I'm not gonna be able to wake up. I'm not gonna want to do this, but I guess I'll have to. I saw this nice girl at this new school I'm going to. She looks nice. Pretty cool. Pretty neat. Awesome. Nice. Cool. Pretty. But she just gives off vibes. Vibes of someone who may become a problem in the future. You know, I was with this girl one time, and she became a problem. Not like, you're a problem, I'm gonna have to kill you, like something like Dexter or whatever. No, but she just became a problem in my life, in my mental life and physical. So mainly mental, but I just got the vibes, the same vibes of that girl off this new one, and I was like, I don't know if I want to try this out. It seems a bit dangerous, a bit too dangerous. I don't want to have to deal with more problems. And like get with this girl, and crazy stuff starts happening, and I'm like, alright, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. It's difficult stuff. I'm gonna show a few more things. Okay. Here, what I'm about to show you, it's something called the Story of the Strongest. It's the older version of Souls Divide. When I was just making this shit for fun, because I thought it would be fun. It's one of the newer pages, and I base a lot of the characters and things off Seven Deadly Sins, you know, the anime, Meliodas. Here, I called these guys. There's only 9 of them here, but because the other one is fighting me. But the 10 Nights of Darkness instead of the 10 Commandments. And I was like, ooh, yeah, I don't want to show my friends this. They're gonna bully me. So, but that was a terrible shot. Let me do that again. Because I can barely see it. I need to get like an actual camera or something. That girl's Margaret. I replaced her with NVIDIA, the virtue of kindness, the one that I said looks like FoUr. Her name is Jezebel now. You remember the sin of lust. That guy's not an actual character. That guy's name is Afton. He'll become one of the good guys later on in the story. Or he will be a good guy later on in the story. Desmos, that's the sin of greed. In the beginning, her name was Desmos, but my brother told me that was a math website. And I was like, wait, it is? That was before I even knew it was. But she won't be a character. He won't be a character. That is Dracius, sin of pride. I based him off Estarossa in the beginning. That is Demonios. The reverse flash. Similar to the reverse flash. I mean, you can see the yellow in his face there. The yellow and the eyes like beaming like that, the electricity. I tried to make it look like he was vibrating, but I don't think I did very well. Anyways. The eyes of Alistor. Deep into his mind. It's inverted, but that's me. Because, like I said, I originally made all of the comics before I actually thought I would do anything with them, based off me and that girl I was talking about. The one from before, my ex. Yeah. Because we were never really together. Somehow, for some reason. But, that's me. I thought she died and I went crazy. Oh, AlieN replaces me as the Sin of Wrath. Sin Demon. And that's AlieN, or me, I guess. It was like a crazy thing. That's me right there, and the energy is fading. And then it shows a whole story of Alistor and Atticus. 2 twin Seraphim brothers. But there's not a lot to be shown here, other than freaking 10 Commandments, dude. Oh my gosh. Freaking 10 Commandments. You can see that shit. Look at me. I'm insane. And that's me. That's Dracius. You know, alright, I'll just say what their names were before. And some still are. I won't say my name. Dracius, Adriana, Samael. Those two's names stayed the same, but that's Oculo. His name stays the same. Demonios, he stays the same. He'll be like the embodiment of death. Doesn't exist. Those two stay about the same. Afton and Desmos. And then doesn't exist. Freaking 10 Commandments. Because there's 10 of them, you know. But yeah. I don't know where my other pages went. I lost a few. Which is heartbreaking, because I like some of my stuff here. I like a lot of my stuff. Okay. Don't look up at the top. It's nothing. It's nothing at all. I was delusional. Maybe I still am. Anyways. Look at the bottom. Look how amazing that is. This was a while ago, months ago. That says end of the beginning. That says holy fucking shit. I think I'm saying that, or the other girl. You can see the sky in the background. It looks amazing. At the time, I was telling myself, dude, this is like the best drawing I've ever made in the comics. Which, it's not the greatest. I mean, just straight up squares. Nothing really special. But I made the road with the vanishing point. It's like the main part, and then the sky, and then water, the ocean. Oh, let's see. Freaking comics. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, my eyes. You know, I don't want to lose my teeth. I hope my tooth stays alright, or my gums stay alright, and they don't get messed up. Oh, I already showed this. I'm such an idiot. Okay. Autumn this, autumn that. Okay, take a look at this. Oculo was about to kill that motherfucker. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is where I stopped at. Where I really stopped drawing in the story of the strongest. Because I was getting started on Falling into Madness. But you can really see, I'm gonna show it in a second, but you can really see where the 7 deadly sins stuff, I don't even need to explain. Look at that. He's got his darkness overflowing. Okay, throws chains at him like that thing. And then he's in the air. Look at his darkness. It looks insane. And he's got the Lost Vein. Look at that. It looks like Lost Vein, doesn't it? Just red. He's like, damn it. Demonios is coming at him. He's trying to break out of the chains, and he gets knocked in the face. Comes back around, catches his wrist, and then there's like this blade, this spinning hat. And he blocks it, and he actually cuts his arm off. Here he breaks the chain, snap, and the hat goes flying. And then he slices the motherfucker's arm off. And snap again, he's got his arm in his hand. Where's the... I don't want to show the other stuff. And then he says, "You're finished!" And he's about to kill him. And then it cuts to the original version of Alana healing AlieN. Come on, AlieN, get up. We don't have time for this. I'm excited, I think. Well, I should probably end this video here. I want to go to bed, but I know for a fact I will not wake up. I can testify in court for that I will not wake up at all. Oh my gosh, it's my dad. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, that's my freaking dad right there, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, here, let me show you. Tuck to my ears. Look at that. His name is Victor. What does he say there? Know that you all are here. Okay. Now that you all are here, we can begin. Not to mention on time. He's referring to AlieN, his son. Because he was late. He was late to work. I'm gonna be late. Okay. This takes place in 2003. And as you probably know, 5 milliwatt laser pointers were not this small back then. This is like what you get now, handheld. The people who made this were AlieN and Alana, extremely smart people, smartest people on Earth at the time. And he's like, now let's get started. Let's get started, everyone. It looks like he's turning on a lightsaber. My dad likes Star Wars, so I was like, oh my gosh, it's like he's using a lightsaber. but he's like circling the graph, as you can see there. He's talking about the sections. That's my dad right there. And his look just deteriorates as I kept drawing. As you can see, he has an oval head there. And he just gets shorter all of a sudden. These two, that's Brian, that's Colton. These two are based off people I know in real life, but their names are obviously different in real life. This guy's older. He's like 40. Not in real life. He did something that made him way older and made him grow like 8 inches to like 6'8" or something, 6'7". And then that's Colton right there. He's pretty fast. Those two are speedsters like the Flash. They're awesome. As of now, only the 4 of you will be dispatched to help out. Go head out now, and once you... Okay, yeah. And then I stopped here. Because I was like, no, I don't like the art style. That's AlieN. That's Autumn, a kitsune. She has the ears, but I didn't draw them. And I haven't drawn in this in a while. AlieN was asking if she wanted to get some Olive Garden after that. And she was like, yeah, sure. I had a whole scene planned out where AlieN asks her while they're at Olive Garden, you think I could go bag that girl, get her, you think I could score that lady over there? And she's like, I don't know, but don't try. And then as she says that, he's already walking over there, and the girl like throws water in his face or something, because everyone hates AlieN. Like, people don't know him, obviously, but everyone hates him for some reason. It's awesome. Look at this motherfucker. Look how bad he is. No, okay. This guy, he looks like an unlikable character. Like, if you look at his face, he's pretty tall, but he looks like a character that you would see. Yeah, that's a man, by the way. He looks like a character that you would see in anime, where they're like, I think I've already said this, but like, I'll just read out what he's saying. No need to explain. I can see the potential you hold. That's what I imagine someone that looks like him would sound like. And I don't want him to be an annoying character, because he's hot. He's a baddie. As you can see, I don't give a fuck that he's a guy. I think that's trash. Like the trash people. But yeah, he's awesome. He's the virtue of humility, opposite of pride. So, then after him, Nvidia, and Grace, which I haven't really gotten anything done on Grace like I showed you. You can, like, all I have are her legs down right there. I struggled with her feet, trying to figure out how I wanted to do it. You can see there, I did not give her a camel toe, because I'm not making everything sexual in the comics. Though, there will be sex scenes that I would take out, though. If the comics were to ever become an animated show or something, or an actual thing, I would make versions that don't have that kind of stuff in them, or just pages that replace that part. Like with a cut to like them in bed or whatever, like, oh man, do you remember that? That was so crazy what just happened now. But in the original version, it's shown what they're actually doing, having sex. But I would, like I just said, take that out in an actual animated version. Because I don't want to sexualize a bunch of characters. Like, I don't want to make the characters look super hot, or not super hot, but have massive freaking breasts, tits. Like in One Piece, dude, I was watching One Piece the other day, which I haven't done in a long time. And these girls, I'm on like the Dressrosa arc, and this girl, I don't remember what her name was, but it was like that girl with the pink hair. Her freaking waist was like this thin, and her breasts were like that massive, and her hips were even bigger. And I was like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? I don't like when characters are overly sexualized. It ruins the whole theme. So, if it makes sense to sexualize a character, then I'll do it. Such as with the Cinnablast of Jezebel. But characters that just seem good, like such as Nvidia, I won't give them like massive tits or something. Or with Alana, the goat, I won't make her hips massive. Or her waistline super thin. So. Look at that. And like, it's like a flap. That big part right there. It like freaking moves, dude. It like moves up. And in the back, it also moves up. I need to go to the freaking dentist. Get this shit fixed up right now. Something I'm terrified about, though, is it being serious enough to have to numb me up. I don't want a big-ass needle being poked up there. Oh my gosh, that shit hurts. I had it done like 3 times, and I was like, eh. And then in the back, like all the way up the top, the ones in the jaws though, back here, they're not that bad. It was tolerable. I mean, I saw a video of someone sticking freaking needles in their nipples the other day, and I was like, what the hell is wrong with you guys? Or what the heck is wrong with you guys? Why would you guys do this kind of stuff? It looks terrible. And if people are okay with that kind of stuff, like, oh, I can handle freaking needles everywhere, and then acupuncture. I think it's like a therapy though, acupuncture. But if people are okay with that stuff, then I should be okay with a freaking needle going, oh my gosh. Because I saw a video of someone getting like surgery done. They had this whole upper top taken out like it was a denture, and it showed the inside like through here. I was like, what the hell? What the heck? Why does it look like that? I mean, I'm not grossed out by things like that, but I was just thinking like, oh my gosh, dude, that's up inside there. I mean, that's where the freaking needle goes. I'm looking down at the screen, and I'm looking at my own eyes. I think oh no, my eyesight is down just a bit, so I'm not looking myself in the eyes. But I'm not good on hygiene. I'm freaking lazy. I'm gross. I'm a dinosaur. I trap myself in my room trying to draw. Sometimes I don't. Before, I actually used to draw downstairs, but my brother moved his bed downstairs, so he's living down there like it's an apartment. And it kind of ruined my whole groove. So I brought my shit into my room, and now I'm drawing in here. Which is alright. In the beginning, when I first moved here, I tried to draw in here, but it was very difficult. I hated it. Maybe because there was like no space on that table over there. or maybe because I had all the lights on. It makes it easier having a light like this, just a lamp. Makes it easier to focus on one thing, especially when wearing glasses like these, like reader glasses. Look at my freaking eyes. They make me focus on like a small thing, and it makes it easier. You know, like when a horse is focusing on other things, and they have that thing where it's like they only focus on one specific point. It's kind of like that. So makes it easier. But sometimes I'm caught up in watching things on YouTube or other activities, like eating or just not feeling it in the moment to draw. But school's coming around the corner. I want to say I'm excited. I learned about my school earlier yesterday. Walked around it, saw my classes and everything. And I was like, pretty cool. It's a lot more sophisticated than the other school. Way more sophisticated. Better. So I want to say I'm excited. There'll be some new people. A whole fresh start. I won't have to constantly talk and listen to people that I already know. Hear them say, "Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're so weird." Or see that girl that I was talking about every day and be like, "Where did I go wrong?" So, it may be easier. Yeah, man. I freaking hate this new phone. My phone died and it updated. I've been dreading the update because I have the update on another phone and I hate it. When I put in the password, it doesn't have the vibration that it had before, and I don't like it. And then just the whole setup, like you gotta swipe up. Gotta swipe up here to open the settings stuff, and then you gotta swipe here to open like notifications. Fuck. Swipe up here to open notifications. I just hate it. I don't like it at all. Like, it was just more simple, easier when it was just like you could just swipe anywhere and it brings you to this. You can just swipe back down and you have your notifications there, but of course they had to overcomplicate it. It's annoying. I would not watch this. If I came across a video like this, I would never watch it because I'm lazy. I would be interested. I would be wondering what it was about, why it was so long, why someone just has their face there. It might be interesting, I think to myself, but I ultimately don't decide to watch it. I wouldn't expect anyone else to. If I probably won't. So maybe if I post more about the comics, like have actual pictures that aren't inverted or whatever it's called, and you can actually see what the things look like, what things say. So my sister's fucking cat was in here in my room, and the fucking thing, it jumped up onto my table, and all my colored pencils fell down. They're still down there. They're still down there. I never picked them up. I mean, I have my main colored pencils here. There's a bunch. There's more than this, but I got this colored pencil pack a while ago, and it has these little crates or whatever with a bunch of colored pencils in them. I took them all off and put them on that table over there, but that other one that the cat made fall down, I haven't picked it up yet. It's still on the floor over there. I'm too lazy for that. Freaking hermit. God damn. Freaking Skittles. Oh, like I'm like miraculous ladybug. Fuck no. Hold on. Take this Lucky Charm. You know, like the little ladybug charms that she gives the akumatized people. Yeah. I think it's a little bigger, more like this, or a little more sized up. I wonder how people get big on views and famous. Like, oh, I just post a video about Roblox and I blow up to 3 million views for nothing, for just cursing and saying, oh, look at that fucking guy on Roblox. Look at this guy, I just killed him for no reason on Roblox. Algorithm, baby. Yeah. There's this big tough guy at the school. He I don't know if he was looking at me, maybe I'm paranoid, schizophrenic, but he had this water bottle, and he was looking at me like, and he crushed it, and I was like, what the hell is your problem, dude? Or, no, as he was crushing it, I looked over at him, and then he looked at me, and I was like, big tough guy over here has something to say to me. Fucking tough guy over here. I am the storm that is approaching, provoking black clouds in isolation.